Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Terrence, do you think that even without Terrence Shannon, that you would put Illinois second in the Big Ten?
Looking at the Big Ten right now, yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of competition for second. I think it's been 1 and 2 pretty much the entire season. I'm kind of up and down on the Big Ten. There's games where I'll watch one in the non-conference. I'm just like, you know what? That's
Well,
not
why?
terrible.
Why are you up and
Well,
down?
because you never know what you're going to get on a given night. Like if you looked at Michigan State, you walk into the start of the season, you're like, man, this is a top 10 team. Good guard play, veterans. They got a top 5 recruit in the class coming in at a spot of need, and they haven't played him. It's like, you know what? Like I would say right now, I would go Purdue, Illinois, Wisconsin's in the mix. Nebraska's been playing well. I think there is a substantial drop off even after those top 2 at this point in the season.
Tyler, what is it about the Big Ten that maybe lends itself to T.O.'s point? Because you're watching this style of a game. When you're watching ACC basketball versus Big Ten basketball, what are the differences?
Well, to me, there's only one style in the Big Ten, and it's kind of that bruiser ball. And now they're starting to hemorrhage more. He's just like everybody else in college basketball. But I think the thing that separates the ACC, which is the best conference in basketball historically, and there's no other conference that comes close, you see different styles in the ACC. You see Syracuse historically with their zone play. And then you used to have Clemson that used to press the whole time. That gives you a different style. Then you have Florida State who used to play – tough physical defense, but also you see a lot of different styles in the ACC. You don't see that in the Big Ten. And so that's what I think makes the Big Ten susceptible, especially come tournament time, and especially why they probably haven't seen the success as these other conferences have.
Here's the thing. The Big Ten is still going to find a way to get 6 or 7 teams to the NCAA tournament. They have to field 68. I know you're shaking your head. This conference it gets a bad rap because of the lack of NCAA tournament success, and I get that. But if this Purdue team can't get to at least an Elite 8, I'll eat my shirt. And I've eaten a lot of things, but never a shirt. I'm going to tell you right now, this team can win a game in a variety of ways, and they just did it tonight. I mean, Trey Kaufman-Renn, he's not going to do that every night, T.O. But I give him credit because with about 5 minutes left, this is an 11-point game, they leave him wide the hell open. There's nobody within 5 feet. And you know this, T.O. Sometimes it's harder to make the shot when there's nobody around you than when somebody's in your face. And he drilled it. He drilled it, and that got them up 14. And Illinois put up a furious comeback. And I'll ask you this, Terrence. Did you learn more tonight about Purdue? Or did you learn more about this Illinois team without Shannon and maybe there's a reason to believe in them still despite being without him?
I think they showed some resolve. I think that's the biggest thing. But in my opinion, I thought we learned a little bit more about Purdue because the constants weren't there. Like even though Zach Edey, goes for 10 and 15, which by all accounts for most players, that's a great night. Maybe not Tyler Hansbrough and Zach Edey. Outside of that, that's a great night for a lot of players. He wasn't what he usually is, and he goes 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Well, you had to find a way to win. And when you're at the top of the mountain, you have to find ways to win ugly. That's just point blank, period. You're going to have to find ways to win ugly when you don't play your best brand of basketball. And Purdue certainly did that with their energy. They certainly did it to start out the game. They built up just enough cushion, and they had just enough scoring from some of the other guys. You needed those other guys to have a good game too, to build some confidence, because it's been very Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, Zach Edey-ish for them this season. Now the other guys are starting to get their footing, and sometimes the best thing that can happen, John, is that guy gets confidence. Kaufman-Renn gets that level of confidence and starts playing well, and then you're adding another 12 and 8 besides Zach Edey. That's a tough cover, especially if he went 1 for 1 from 3. It didn't look bad. I'm surprised he didn't take another one. Like it told me more today about Purdue than I think it did Illinois. But there's a lot of grit with that Illinois team. I got to give them credit, man. Getting back in that game, there's a lot of teams that would have folded up and went home with their tail between their legs. Not Illinois, not Brad Underwood. Those guys battled.
Do you think, Tyler, that Illinois is the second best team in the Big Ten, or would you go Wisconsin? Do you think Ohio State with Bruce Thornton and Roddy Gale have a case? Is Michigan State going to emerge now and be number 2 with the run they've been on? What do you think?
They're all better than Illinois. Tonight, this told me a lot about Illinois. I think if we would have looked at the stat sheet and said, hey, Edey's not going to play a lot, he's going to get in foul trouble, we would suspect that, hey, maybe Illinois is going to win. And I don't give teams a lot of credit for just keeping it close. They never led the whole game. To me, the score didn't indicate the way the game went. I thought Illinois should have handled their situations a little bit better. They didn't capitalize in moments when they should have to win the game. But I'm not counting Michigan State out. I like Izzo. I think he has some players. I know they're not off to a good start, but I think they can turn around, be competitive, and be one of the top teams in the Big Ten.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.